Namaste. Hi, it's me, Stacey Lei, and of course, Miss Foxy Brown. Welcome to yoga and thank you for joining me. You know, sometimes in yoga, we get very serious and we feel that a posture needs to look a certain way for it to be a successful posture. Well, this week is all about freedom. That's our word of the week. So the mantra that we'll use for today's class is, I forgive myself. And now I'm free. So perhaps your hips don't open up as much as you want them to, or maybe your twist is not as deep as you'd like. In yoga, we always have goals to work up towards, and I'll offer you those goals today. But if you're not able to achieve a posture that you might want, be kind to yourself. You'll say, I forgive myself, and now I'm free. You'll notice how empowering forgiveness can become when you apply it to yourself. For today's class, we will be practicing on the mat. So you'll need a mat or a carpet. And I'd like you to have a block or a thick book, and a small hand towel will actually help you to stay more comfortable in some of our kneeling positions. So if you would please, split your legs just like this and we'll lower to the ground together. Your front hand comes to your front thigh. Just take your time lowering down. There's no rush. And once you arrive down on the ground, you'll take your block and place it right back behind you. And then you'll boost your seat, your hips, up onto the block. You can cross your ankles either close to your body like mine or further away. Now, if you notice that your knees are up very high, it just means that your hips are tight. And you could say, hips, I forgive you. And then you're a little bit more free. Please bring your left hand to your heart. Place your right hand on top of that. Inhale deeply. Take your time exhaling. I invite you to close your eyes. This is your time to shift from your busy world out there to the quiet space in here with me. The next 28 minutes belongs to you. Inhale. Exhale. And with your eyes closed, just let the mantra wash over you. I forgive myself, and now I'm free. Please blink your eyes open. I hope that feels nurturing and calming to you. That's how it's meant to feel. Bring your hands together to Namaskar Mudra, to prayer pose with your elbows up. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale and reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, slide your hands back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, create as much length as you can from your fingertips all the way down to your hips. And exhale. Inhale, reach up and separate your hands. Fingers very wide, thumbs pointed back. Now sweep your right fingertips down to the floor and anchor down through your left hip. So keep your left butt cheek on the mat or on the block, and then stretch from your fingers all the way over to your hip. You can lean right on your right hand, and you should feel your skin stretching along your rib cage. Now stretch up as high as you can towards the ceiling, up and over to your left. Anchor your right hip onto the block and then stretch your right fingers away from your hip. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, stretch up, take up space. Exhale, reach. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Sweep your arm up and down. Now walk your hands back behind you, fingertips to the block. Draw your elbows back, draw your shoulder blades together. Open up your chest, puff your heart up, and tilt your chin just a little bit. Inhale and exhale. With all of this nice open heart space, say, I forgive myself, and now I'm free. Soften your shoulders and step your feet out in front of you. And then allow your knees to drop over towards the right and then over towards the left. And now you can allow your hip to lift up a little bit. So you're just swooshing from side to side. Let's hold over to your left side. And now roll onto your knees. And take your towel and fold it. And now place it underneath your knees. You'll notice this is just a gentle pad for your knees. I'd like you to fold your toes under. Now that's quite a deep stretch for your feet, and it's an important one. It's a nice healthy stretch for your feet. But if your feet start to cramp, then you could bring your toes back. That would be an indication that you might be a little bit dehydrated. So be sure that you have some good hydration throughout the day today, okay? Walk your hands to your thighs and press your body up. Now bring your hands to your lower back with your fingers pointed down. Exhale and engage your seat. Press your hips forward and feel your hip flexors begin to open up. And then release. And do that again. Exhale, press your hips forward, and this time squeeze your elbows back. And then soften. Let's do it again. Exhale, hips forward, elbows back, chest up, and tilt your chin up. And then release. We'll do it one more time. Exhale, press forward. I forgive myself, and now I'm free. And soften from this posture and bring your hands to the floor. You can remove the towel and sit side saddle. So right onto your left thigh. You can remove the block. And then we'll move through that swooshing motion again. You might notice that you've got a little more freedom now that your hips are down and off the block. Now you're allowing your torso to twist, giving yourself freedom of motion. Okay, last time to the left. I'm going to take my towel with me as we move over to the right. And you'll stay on the right side and roll up to your knees. And we'll move into tabletop position. So I'd like you to place the towel once again. And then open up your fingers very wide and stretch open through your toes again. And we'll begin to make circles forward and around. So lengthen your spine, keep your abdominals engaged, and just enjoy the very nurturing sensation of creating these fluid, easy circles. So this massages your knees, allows you to move through your hips. It's massaging your wrists and your fingers. Now you can reverse your circles. Please keep going. When we spread our fingers very wide, we release tension that we hold in the webbing of our fingers and our toes. So go ahead, set all that tension free. And then just return into the center. Inhale deeply and exhale. Now bring your right fingertips to the back of your head and twist open to the right. And then bring elbow to elbow. Inhale, twist open. And twist elbow to elbow. One more time, you'll open up wide. And then feed your arm through with your palm wide open. You're threading the needle and lowering your shoulder onto the floor. This is a challenging twist, so just give it your best. And if you'd like to take it further, you can press into your left hand and twist your shoulders towards the ceiling. Exhale a lot. Please relax the muscles in your face. Your jaw is soft. Your brow is relaxed. Now press into your left hand. Push your body up. And let's do the other side. Left fingers behind your head. Open wide. Exhale, twist. Open and twist. One more time. Open. Thread the needle and lower down onto your shoulder. Please be sure there's very little weight on your neck and on your head. The majority of this weight should be in your shoulder and your upper back. And you can twist towards the ceiling a little bit more if you'd like to. And then return back, place both hands on the floor. Come up to your hands and your knees. Give yourself a very gentle cat and cow. So you're curling your tailbone under and up. Now lengthen your spine. Engage your abdominal muscles and stretch back with your left leg. Press through your heel. And then draw your leg back in. Let's stretch through the right leg. Do this a few more times, stretching back, lengthening your leg. Press through your heel a lot. Oh, this feels nice. Hold your right leg back. Extend your left arm forward and turn your thumb towards the ceiling. Now engage through your core muscles, your abdominal muscles, and stabilize your body as you lift your arm and leg. Keep your thumb pointed towards the ceiling, but reach through your fingers and reach through your toes. And now lower down and slide in. Let's do the other side. So reach your leg back, your arm forward, and extend up, and then just hold here. Explore your balance. If you're wobbling, you can say, I forgive myself, and now I'm free. Bring your arm and leg down. Now please extend your left leg, your right arm, and lift up and hold. And lower down, slide in. Last time. Right leg back, left arm forward, lift up. Now bring your arm down, but fold your right leg. You're welcome to stay right here and balance. Okay, a little bit more challenging. You'll lift your left arm up and place your hand on your lower back with your palm turned towards the ceiling. And that might be just enough for you today. If you'd like more of a challenge, then reach back with your hand and capture your heel or your foot. And if you've come this far, you might prefer to kick into your hand. So kick back. And then soften down. And remember, we're not here to get frustrated. So if you weren't able to progress on as far as you'd like, to say, I forgive myself, and now I'm free. Take your knees very wide, flatten your feet, and lean your hips back to child's pose. And just take them as deep as they go, and relax your forehead down to the mat. And if it doesn't quite reach, you can take a block and place the block underneath your head. Press yourself up once again, please. Remove the block and fold your toes. And now lift your hips and press your hips back. downward facing dog. Now, you can keep your knees bent, or maybe you're able to straighten and lengthen your legs. Bend one leg and then bend the other leg. So start to pedal your heels closer to the ground. Allow your head to hang heavy. And now lift both heels up. And please lift your right leg up and stretch your leg back. And now draw your right knee forward in between your hands and place your leg onto the ground. You'll slide your left leg back just like we did before. Now, if your hip doesn't quite reach the ground, you can place a block underneath your hip. That might help you to feel just a little bit more comfortable. Please lengthen through your spine. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale as you enjoy this modified pigeon pose. Now you can stay on the block or just stay on the floor. Pivot your body so that you're facing me and your left leg is straight. My earring is caught on my hair. Your left leg is straight and your right leg is folded in. Sit up nice and tall. And now reach your arms up overhead and twist towards your straight leg. Sweep your arms down. You can place your hand on your thigh or on your shin or on the floor. Either way, I'd like you to square your hips in the same direction as your leg. And now press through your heels and pull your toes towards your nose. Inhale deeply. Exhale a lot. And gently release. Bring your feet out in front of you. So remember, your seat might be right on the floor. And you'll do our gentle swooshing movement again. This gentle movement through your hips. You might have more freedom of motion than I have if you're sitting on the floor. Let's bring our knees over towards the left again. Roll onto your knees. You can remove the block. Bring your knees onto your towel. Now alternate your legs back behind you one at a time. Press deeply into your foot fold and press your heel back. And this time, you'll hold your left leg back and lift your leg and fold your leg. And maybe you choose to hold here today. Maybe you'll choose to bring your right hand to your lower back. If you'd like more of a challenge, you can reach back and take hold of your foot. Please relax all the muscles in your neck and your shoulders, in your jaw and in your face. And if you'd like to kick into this posture, now's the time to do it. And wherever you are, you say, I forgive myself. And now I'm free. And gently relax your leg down and unfold your arm. Place your feet down, take your knees wide, and sit back child's pose with or without the block. And this time, flip your palms up, open towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Exhale once again. Flip your palms down to the floor and press up to tabletop on your hands and knees. And then fold your toes. Lift your hips and press to downward facing dog. Maybe your knees are bent and maybe they're straight. Just give yourself some time here. Sometimes it takes a few moments for us to feel comfortable being upside down. Long, deep exhales will help that. Now please lift your left leg up into the air and then slide your left knee forward in between your hands. Now just like we did before, you might choose to place a block under your left hip, or you might not. So this time I'll practice without the block. You can do whatever is best for you. Walk your fingers out in front of you, please, and hinge your body forward so that you have a long spine. And if your hips are feeling tight, then they need this stretch. Say, I forgive myself, and now I'm free. Press your body up and turn towards the front, please. Turn towards me. And just like before, we'll bring our foot into our thigh. Sit up very tall. Lengthen your right leg. Press through your heel. Sweep your arms up. Interlace your fingers. And this time, press your hands inside out. And then return your hands and twist towards your leg. And square your shoulders with that long leg that you've got. Sweep your arms out. You could keep your hands behind you or place your hands on your thigh. Just hinge forward slightly. Feel that nice deep stretch in your hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. You should be so proud of yourself. We've done so much already. Okay, let's hinge back. Bring your feet out in front of you. Swish from side to side. Now you're getting really good at this, right? Keep your knees turned towards the right. Roll onto a tabletop, and we're coming right out of this posture right away. Step your right foot forward and place your hands on your right leg. Fold your back toes and press your body up. Here we are in high lunge. Pivot your back foot so it's turned towards me. Bring your hands to your heart and then stretch your arms up overhead. The warrior one. Now open your arms wide. The warrior two. Place your hand on your thigh and stretch over, extended side angle. Let's flow a little bit. Warrior two, extended side. Warrior two, take up lots of space, extended side. Last time, warrior two and hold. Place your back hand on your back thigh and reach your front arm up. The peaceful warrior. Return to the warrior two. And now pivot both feet and come into the goddess pose. I forgive myself and now I am free. Inhale, exhale. Feel the freedom that comes with forgiveness. One more time. I forgive myself and now I'm free. Now stand up in the big 5-pointed star. Take up space. Notice how confident this posture helps you to feel a sense of security and freedom. Now bring your hands down to your heart and pivot your back foot and twist towards your front leg. And now reach your arms up overhead, the warrior one. Sweep and cartwheel your arms out, the warrior two. Place your left hand on your left thigh. Sweep your arm over your head, extended side angle. I'd like you to stretch from your fingers all the way down to your foot. Make a nice, sharp, straight line. Return to the warrior two and press the walls away with your arms. Extended side, stretch, warrior two, hold. Extended side, warrior two. Now your right hand comes to your right thigh. Stretch your fingertips up and take up more space. This is called the peaceful warrior. Of course, you know how peaceful it feels once we forgive ourselves. Inhale and exhale. Now return to the warrior two. This time bring your hands to your heart. Lift your back heel and pivot to high lunge and hold. Now separate your hands as you lower yourself down to the floor to our kneeling lunge. A deep breath in, a long exhale. Okay, let's reach down again and fold your leg. We've returned to side saddle and we've practiced a lot of side saddles today. Now it's time to close our series. So we'll move on to our back. Okay, so take your time. You can extend your legs from here and just lay down onto your side. And then roll onto your back. And once you've arrived here, plant your feet down and then swoosh your knees once again from side to side. And in this body position, I bet you're really feeling this nice stretch in your lower back. Keep your knees pointed over towards the right side, please. And then just relax there. Give yourself a round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Bring your feet to the floor and now shift them over to your left. Inhale and exhale. Bring your knees back into the center. Bring your feet in a little bit closer to your torso and reach towards your heels with your fingertips. Maybe you'll touch, maybe you won't. At least you have a goal to work towards, right? Now you could press your hands flat. Exhale and engage your seat muscles. Lift your hips up nice and high. If this feels good to you, you can scoot your shoulder blades underneath your body a little bit and interlace your hands. Press your palms together. Lift your hips up nice and high. Inhale. Exhale. As you engage your seat, you open up the front of your hips and you're also opening up your chest a little bit, giving yourself so much freedom. Now, if you've interlaced your hands, please relax them and take your time hinging down and relaxing your body. Now draw your knees into your chest. You could hold your thighs for this next exercise if you'd like. Or you can grab the fabric close to your ankles. Or you can hook your toes with your peace fingers. So you would just hook your big toe. And whichever position you've taken is perfect for today. I'd like you to draw your knees into your chest a little bit and see if you can bring your spine a bit closer to the floor. And now give yourself a very gentle rock from right to left side. Just rock. This is called the happy baby. And the happy baby doesn't need to forgive himself, right? Because everything is perfect. He's innocent. He's totally free. So this is a good time to smile with yourself And wherever you need forgiveness, emotionally or anywhere physically on your body, you could just say, I forgive myself and now I'm free. And of course, this practice is just so personal. You don't need to share it with anybody. Personal forgiveness is so empowering and it's so healing. If you've hooked your toes, you can release them now. You can release your pant legs and lower your feet down to the ground. Please take your time sliding one leg out and then the other leg, and allow your toes to drop out to the side. Please bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Now I'll guide you into a Shavasana, and then I'll ask that you stay here for 3 to 5 minutes and just allow all that work you did to begin to make its subtle changes throughout your body, okay? So even after the video ends, just lay here with yourself and breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale. I forgive myself and now I'm free. I forgive myself and I am free. It was an honor and a privilege to be your guide in today's session, and I hope you had a good experience. I look forward to guiding you the very next time you make it to your mat. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy,